This episode contains descriptions of sexual assault and sexual violence.
For anonymous, confidential help 24/7, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to thehotline.org.
Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bars, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy man, sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Pods.
Recording in progress.
Meatballs.
Meatballs every Sunday.
Sunday.
Every Sunday.
It's Sunday.
It's
We're
Sunday
having
again.
meatballs.
We're having meatballs, which is what we recall recording the Podorama with Kevin.
Having meatballs with Kevin.
Yeah, we're having
He should do that. That should be a
meatballs
YouTube,
with Kevin
series. Yeah. Meatballs with Kevin.
Yeah, perfect. I've been trying to think because we're going to do more of these rando eps because it didn't completely flop, and we asked on the Instagram story and 5 to 7 people responded to do more. So we're doing more, baby.
Yeah. Thank you for your responses. I mean, this is a good week to do it because you're technically kind of still on vacation, but we're just not in the same room because you're being a responsible traveler right now.
Mama's a quarantine Turner right now.
I like that.
You like that?
Kill yourself.
Oh, okay. I was going to get a testy today, but I was too lazy, so I'm going to go tomorrow.
Okay. Where are you going to get tested?
I'm still very responsible. Right on Sunset Boulevard. Beautiful, beautiful destination.
Beautiful Zoe. Please don't kill her.
in front of the library.
Beautiful Zoe.
Yeah.
You know where I'm talking about?
Meet her at the library.
They set up
let me
tents.
visualize.
I'm going to get
hot.
tested. Hopefully it's a huge negative.
Yeah, I feel good about you getting a negative back, but if anything, you're asymptomatic for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Which
it's
is
going to be
the next best thing, I think.
positive, negative for COVID, positive for vibes. I'm Julia Davidovich.
Oh my God. And my name is Zoe Clark, and just stick that little tester in my mouth, swish it around. I forget how they do it now.
I think it's a nose.
It's all nose now. Ouchie. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's all nose all the time.
I don't want that. My name is Diane.
I sort of want it, I'm
Kevin
go
only
deeper.
wants nose. Oh,
Don't you
wow.
want that? Don't you want that?
Sorry,
huge...
Sully just Sully's really trying to settle himself. Don't
He
I want that
leaped
huge
up.
what?
COVID straw up your nose again, as far as it can go, scraping the back of your eyes. Did you ever get one of those?
No, I have
you
not.
have
I haven't
FOMO?
gotten a nose job yet. I have huge FOMO for not getting my nose tickler.
You haven't
Feels
gotten
very
your
Egyptian.
COVID nose job? Oh,
No, I haven't. Not yet. Really looking forward to having a scare and then getting a tickler, but my time will come, I'm sure.
tickler.
Wait, I'm behind on all the COVID testing news. So do we only do
Oh.
ticklers now because the other ones were pretty inefficient, or all came back
I
as
think-
false positives or
I mean,
negatives or whatever?
I think ticklers are the best.
Gold
I think
standard.
that's the PCR test. But
So
the ticklers the new ticklers don't go all the way up.
It's
It's more of just it's more of just a deep nostril rub and less of a brain tickler.
That's a perfect description. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Really, really
You
good.
just swoosh it around in there. It ain't no thing.
Wow.
We've all been
Incredible.
there.
That's like how I would kind of describe a pap. It's a bit of a swishler and a little bit of a tickler and
It's-
it's like crank.
It's a little bit of a tickler.
Email Diane if you've been to that weird satellite location for Kaiser. Feels like an airport. Very orange,
This
very
is-
blue.
I'm going to call this a niche beach right here.
I was there a few weeks ago, and it was very interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. I was like, where am I? Why do I have
Was
to
it-
check in? What is this? What is this board where my name is, where it tells me where it truly felt like an airport, but like an IKEA airport?
Ooh. Email Diane.
Anyway.
Swedish meatballs every Sunday. Every Sundagen. I don't know.
Meatballs every Sunday.
I need to look up the word for Sunday in Swedish now.
Oh yeah, definitely whatever Swedish meatballs every New Dropitude. We're gonna call Andrew Cuomo. He has time, so he can record. He can record this for us.
I don't know how we're gonna drop this in, but hopefully we can. Oh, it's just Sondag. Okay, say it for me, baby.
I can make Kevin say it. Okay, this is Meatballs every Sunday in Swedish.
Oh, that's a really good thing to translate. Brilliant.
Köttbullar varje söndag.
What?
Köttbullar varje söndag.
Ooh.
How is köttbullar
like
varje söndag?
Oh,
Okay.
Close. Sounded a little German.
I slipped into some German, just a smidge, just a kissing of German. Anyway,
I feel like you just slipped right in there. It was like a slip and slide of language. My name is Zoe Clark, and I love to learn.
Have you ever done a slip and slide?
I don't think so. We used to have this thing at the pool by, like, I took swimming lessons at as a kid, you know, but it's also like the aquatic center. Shout out Douglas Snow Aquatic Center. Please don't murder anyone there. Definitely saw I mean, here's a terrible bad boy memory.
Okay.
Definitely saw an old man jerking off in the pool, in the corner of that pool. Yes, 100% when I was like 11 or 12.
Similar but different.
100%.
When I was similar but different, when I was 7 or 8, I vomited in the pool and they had to shut down the pool for like an entire day.
Very similar but different. You did it. You really did it.
Classic Zoe. Just another humiliating moment.
Oh,
okay.
Well, I mean, very humiliating. But they had this thing. It was like a strip of, I don't know what, magic carpet. Well, not really, but I think they called it magic carpet.
It's like a tarp.
Did you ever see that thing? It's like a tarp, but like you have to run across the pool, but like you run across it. What is that called, Email Diane?
Oh, you run across the pool?
Yeah, it's like they had one at that pool, and you would just like run across it, like you'd race across it, like you're walking on water. Deeply religious.
That's so religious.
Deeply religious time at the pool, baby.
Jesus Christ and his wife always win.
Jesus Christ and his wife always win.
Is that still a drop?
It really is. I think it's the dub version though. 1 second, hold on. Oh God, if she's not here anymore. Oh no, here she is.
Pretty good.
It's really good. I can't wait for Christmas. Can you? I fucking can't believe Christmas is in truly 3 months.
What? How is that even possible?
Is that not true?
Wow. You know what's really soon?
I don't want to know.
Mama's little birthday.
Mama's little birthday. 18 days. No, that's not true. 20 days?
I don't know. Something around something.
Whatever. Actually, my friend texted me the other day saying, you want to hear something sad? And I was like, no.
Always.
I mean, always. Yes and no. And she was like, we started high school 20 years ago. So incredible.
That's amore.
That is amore.
Love to be alive.
I love to be alive for over 20 years. Who's your bad boy on the block this week?
Oh, I think it's a late breaking one because I almost had a perfect week. I think there's a little mosquito in here.
Wow, I can't believe you almost had a perfect week.
I mean, it's hell on earth and on earth right now, but Julie had a perfect week. So nothing really affecting me directly this week.
Mosquito.
Except one mosquito really jacking my shit.
Nightmare.
Really, really.
Nightmare salad.
Because the washing machine was fine. I mean, nothing to complain about there.
Oh, the washing machine was fine.
Like, you know, my big offenders.
That is a regular offender, the washing machine. Just the whole situation.
Just that, like, doing laundry is a thing. It's an offender. Why can't my clothing wash itself? My name is Julie Davidovich.
I mean, someday soon. Okay, so I guess my bad boy on the block, you know, when you travel one place, sometimes you have to travel back.
Ugh, sometimes.
I know. And I had to do that. And this time I had to do, oh my God. Okay, so to get back to LA from Cape Cod, I took a ferry from Provincetown to Boston, and then from Boston to LA, I took a horse and buggy, no, an airplane.
Oh,
Can you
oh,
imagine?
okay. I really thought for a second you took a horse. Just found a horse. Took it a
I
little
found a,
while.
that feels so Boston to find a
Sold it.
horse and ride it across the country.
So Boston, is that what you just
Also,
said?
yeah, I
This
have a
was the week I
theory.
learned, by the way, or maybe 2 weeks ago when you told me you were going to Cape Cod, that Cape Cod was in Massachusetts. I had
It
no
is.
clue.
It's
Julia
its own
learns things
little.
about America all the
I
time.
love geography for you
Thank you.
as
Thank
a
you.
as
Thank
a
you.
profession.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have a new theory about airports, which is the worse the football team, the worse the airport. Like the worse the football fans. I
Oh.
meant the worse the football fans, the
Okay,
worse the
so who are
airport.
the worst football fans?
Well, I think like
Oh, I see what
Philly
you're
is
saying
pretty
here.
bad, but like the Patriots,
Oh
like
dear.
those fans are really intense. So it's just a theory I'm working with, and it has to do with my actual bad boy. But I would just say the whole travel process was rough because when I got off the ferry, which was fine, even though if I got COVID, it was there. I wanted to like kind of I had 3 hours. I had a long time before my flight and I wanted to like walk around downtown Boston and just like take in the sights. And I really wanted to
Oh,
go to a
that's so
Dunkin'.
you.
I really wanted to go to a
Oh.
Dunkin' Donuts. That's all I wanted. I really wanted to. I was like, I need to go to a Dunkin' Donuts in Boston. That's like going to the Louvre in France.
Zoe wants her donkeys.
Yeah, I had to
We
do
got
it.
her donkeys. What's your order? Just a black coffee
Literally
and a plain donut?
iced. I don't get
Iced
a donut.
black coffee. Oh,
I get a
douche.
medium black iced coffee,
I
unsweetened.
gotta get the sugariest thing when I'm there. It's like
You
give
get
me
a
two sugar
colada.
things. I gotta no.
You get a corn syrup colada.
Maybe it is a colada. Yeah, I got a corn syrup colada. Truly, the
Delicious.
last time I had Dunkin' Donuts, I think, was at an airport, and it was like some weird blueberry muffin explosion. I was like,
No,
yeah,
don't-
give me that in a drink.
in a
I need to stay
beverage?
awake. Yeah, in a beverage. Delicious.
Okay, but
definitely wrote it off.
There's also like not. Yeah, that
Very
is
embarrassing.
That's a business expense. The blueberry muffin explosion.
My name is Diane.
Absolutely, that is Diane's entire business. How do you get blueberry muffins into drinks?
Blended, baby.
You got to blend it. Anyway, the second I got off the ferry, there was like a million taxi drivers who were like, taxi driver, I'm a taxi driver. Do you have to go to the airport? Do you have to go to the airport? Do you have to go to the airport? You know, because I mean, it makes sense that they would sit right there and wait for people to get off the ferry and go to the airport. It makes logical sense. But I wanted to walk around, but this guy came up to me and I had airport face. And he was like, you're going to the airport. And I was like, yeah, how much? And I just did it.
Fuck, fine.
And
you could have died, but fine.
he didn't wear a mask. Okay. I had to sit in the front seat with him because he invited a couple along on our date when he drove.
What
me to
is
the airport.
going on? Zoe.
And I had to sit in
Where
the
did you get in this
front.
car?
Okay, I was so glad when it had a taxi placard in it because I was like, I'm about to die. But I had to sit in the front seat with him, and he didn't wear a mask the whole time.
Why is this
And
happening for you?
I literally bargained. He was like, it's $25 to go to the airport. And then he asked me if I'd be okay with another person coming in the car. And I felt too guilty to say no. So I was like, yeah, but I'm going to pay you 20.
So he's
that
willing to
edgy?
get COVID. Very edgy. Very, very
I was
edgy.
like, my N95 couldn't have been tighter suctioned around my face. I kept like, paranoia really
How are
set
your
in.
breaths lately? Do you take deep breaths when you're the entire airport experience? Like, what are your breaths like? I want to email about your breaths, everyone, to Diane. She's very curious. Deep
I really
ones,
have been
little short
talking.
ones.
I've really been talking to myself a lot beneath the mask. It makes it really. You don't look. No one knows you're doing it.
I've been able to like mouth words to songs when I'm walking around more. When if my mask
It's
on
nice.
and shit, it's very nice. Yeah,
I just straight up talk to myself.
That's nice.
Like when I got to the airport, I was like, there better be a Dunkin' Donuts in this terminal. There wasn't. But I was talking to myself about how mad I was, but then there was a Starbucks and it was fine. Okay, so the other thing is my mom packed me a sandwich for the ferry, but I was too scared to eat it on the ferry. And so I was going to eat it after my walkabout in Boston after I got my Dunkin' Donuts, but obviously that didn't happen. And it was such a drippy dolly. And like when I got to the airport, I was eating it just like on the departures area right in front of the airport.
What is a sandwich? But I mean, I'm ruling out egg salad. I'm ruling out anything smelly with mayonnaise. This is just like what, a ham sandwich? Like, what are you eating?
I don't eat meat.
Oh,
You dingle.
sorry.
No,
yeah,
but it
what are
was
you
a
eating?
cheese. It was a cheese sandwich, basically.
Just
I mean, it was
cheese.
a caprese, which is a cheese sandwich.
Oh, okay. Oh, that is a drippy bippy though.
Yeah, and my mom put like, okay, she had this really good boy. It was like
Mm.
fig balsamic.
Oh, yummy. Listen, I
So
love a
good. And
balsamic.
it was that and mozzarella and tomato and basil, and it was like on a delish ciabatta, but it had really sopped up a lot of goopy and it dripped all over the place. Okay, but honestly, I'm not even at my
Favorite
bad boy
sandwich
yet.
though. This is going to be a very just ketchup-y episode.
This
And
is a
not ketchup in the bad
loosey-goosey.
way.
This is a
It is.
loosey-goosey ketchup.
It's a loosey goosey
It's
hodgepodge magodge.
It's a
Diane
loosey.
fave
It is a
special.
loosey Gucci for sure.
Gucci.
Lucy Coochie Coo. Okay, so whatever. Eventually, I get on the plane.
Eventually, Zoe
And-
makes her way there.
Okay, but so I had my carry-on. I had my Jessica Simpson, and they kept being like, "It's a full flight. We need volunteers to check your rolly bags. We need volunteers to check your rolly bags." And obviously, I wasn't going to volunteer. And I got in line early because I thought I was going to be able to like bypass their schedule and, just like sneak on the plane, even though I was technically the final boarding zone.
Very
But I
lucky.
got scared and didn't. And then right before they called our thing, they were like, mandatory check on for all rolly bags.
Oh my God.
The treatment.
The treatment of people these days. Listen,
I'm the
airlines
most
are back
privileged
and
person
they're
in the world.
airlines are back and ready though. Here's the thing. I don't feel bad for airlines because
Airlines are back and they're requiring you to check your rolly suitcases at the gate.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, they charge
It's their
shit of
personal
everything.
vendetta. Okay, so
Whatever.
now time for my actual bad boy, who was the person sitting next to me on the flight.
Oh, okay. Not a new baby.
He felt very Boston. Hairiest legs I've ever seen. Unrelated.
That's not why.
That's not why. He was wearing shorts on a plane, which I don't trust.
Too cold.
We made really weird eye contact twice. And when you make eye contact with the person next to you on a plane, you're like so close to their face. It's weird. But his wife was in his phone. I was looking over his shoulder and they were having a bit of an argument. He also has the kind of text messages with where you can add a title.
Mm.
So I was
So
like,
his
why do you
conversation with
use
his wife
that?
is the bitch.
No, her name was
My bitch.
Wife-aroni.
Amore.
It was the worst. I was like, oh, you're a wife-aroni guy.
Says us, who literally would say wife-aroni, but yeah, it's fine.
Okay, and he had 2 whiskeys.
Okay, that's a lot. That's fine. I mean, whatever.
And yeah, I did not like
He's on
him.
his
And
way
he
to meet the wife-aroni, so.
He
Or
was
no,
a-
he's away from the wife-aroni.
I don't know. Well, he gave me Boston vibes, but also there was a woman when we stood up that was in a couple seats ahead of us. So I think maybe wife-aroni was on the plane. There was a wife-aroni on the loose.
Oh my God. Okay.
know.
Wow. Maybe this whole time they were arguing about you. They were just like,
I hope so.
ask her to switch seats. And he was like, no.
I wish. I mean,
Because he wanted
yeah.
time away from her. Do you
He
think that was
definitely-
what
He
happened?
definitely wanted time away from his wife-aroni so he could sneeze in my vicinity.
Wow.
I
And your
think he has-
pretzels?
I did not eat pretzels, but
What did you
remember
have? What
how
was
I
a
was
nice
like?
snack?
Remember how I was like, I'm going to allow myself to have 2 sips.
Mm-hmm. You had 3?
The unthinkable happened.
You got drunk with your seatmate.
We joined the Mile High Club. No, I dropped my
Amore.
I dropped my water bottle cap on the
Oh, God.
ground, and you know they
course.
don't have cup holders, so I chugged the whole magug.
So you had to pee on this flight, surely.
No, remarkably, I didn't. But by the time I got off the flight, Mama peed in the bathroom.
Wow, bladder steals Zoe.
Girl, my bladder.
Incredible. I'm
if I
not that
had to-
person.
Because if I had to
Like-
talk to if I had to talk to husbandaroni and make him get up, it would have been really bad.
Or husbish. Was there not another person here? Was it just a 2-seater?
No, it was a 3. There was a woman at the end. She had long nails, but she seemed fine.
Long nails, but you seem fine. Perfect seatmates.
Well,
I'm that bitch. I'm sorry. I gotta piss.
but
And
are
I'm
you
taking the
an
most
aisle
annoying
or
seat.
you're a window and you piss.
Yeah. I'm
You
like, get out of
can't.
my
No.
way.
Part of the rule as a window is you're not allowed to pee.
That's not true. Because I'm
Do
a
you
fall
wait?
sleeper too.
I'm a fall sleeper for sure. Do you wait? Okay, and when he fell asleep, he was like, you know, when people fall asleep and you're like, are they going to end up leaning their head on me? He was like really weeble and wobbling, like he was going to fall on me.
And that's exactly my point.
Yeah.
I would be that wibbly wobbler.
You would be a weebly wobbler?
I would. And that's why I need them. They need to be by the window so I can just
So you
weeble
can
it into the wall.
Yeah, I like to weeble
okay?
it into the wall as well.
Oh,
But I
God,
also just like to be able to like look at the wall.
I think that there should be a priority for people that just want to break up couples. And and just like if there's a couple to break up, put me in that seat and
Put me in the middle.
and make them so they have to like, put me in the middle, or like put them in front of me so they have to ask. And then I want to say, no, I want the seat. I paid for the seat. Like some kind of loon.
26F is my lucky seat.
This is my lucky seat, or the plane will go down. My name is Eau Claire. You can't sit with your wife for 45 minutes on this trip to San Francisco. That actually happened to me once. Someone asked me to switch, I think. What was that for? I forget what flight that was, but they really needed to sit next to their hubby bubby. What was that? Wife-a-reno?
Wife-a-roni.
Wife-a-roni. Does she love beef-a-roni?
I was thinking maybe macaroni and cheese, but then it would
She
be
make a lot of pasta?
wife-a-roni. It'd be wife-a-roni and cheese.
This is a very early bad boy that I keep forgetting to bring up during TV talk because it counts. But since we're talking about aronis, there's this wonderful channel called Pasta Grannies.
Oh, on YouTube?
And they go around Italy and you just watch little old ladies and men make pasta. And they're
Are
just
they
like,
Italian?
Deeply, deeply. And I actually think it's
like
a Canadian
it.
channel.
Oh.
But yeah, it's very lovely. And you're just like, oh yeah, this makes me want to crank out an old pasta crank.
Oh,
name is Zoe
delicioso. I've never cranked out a pasta crank.
My name is Zoe Claire.
Yeah. And I'll be the first to tell you about it. All right, so we're going to do another, okay, I guess if you have a bad boy on the block, email Diana at badboypod.com.
Oh yeah, please do.
Absolutely do. And
That was
even
the
if
longest BB on the beat ever.
I think it's already tomorrow.
It really is.
Whatever. Okay, so we're doing another rando bando this week. Got a couple fun things down the line. Killing it. Okay.
Until we get through these terrible bad boys, because there are a few really bad boys in this one, but they're updates, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we owe it, to all of you to really tell you what's going on with Ron Jeremy, because you certainly can't Google it yourself.
Yuck.
Such a yuck. But I think we should start with Kid Rock, and I'm just going to read the tweet.
Yeah, and we should definitely put it in. Is it the tweet or is it like a Facebook post? I really can't tell. There's like a long version too. I don't know.
I think
he's really upset.
He's really upset.
We'll put a couple versions or something or whatever.
Yes, I'm going to read the Twitter thread because. Okay, so background: he had to cancel some shows.
Oh no.
And this is from @KidRock on Twitter.
Can you ever catch a break?
I am pissed. Over half the band has fucking COVID, not me. And before you shit for brains, bloggers and media trolls run your mouths. Many of them, like me, have been vaccinated. I was gonna come and rock the house anyway, play acoustic, DJ, or even just juggle, ... D's nuts. Nuts with a Z, I should add. ...
D's nuts.
D's nuts. Or at least try to... My name is Kid Rock. Or at least try to entertain you good folks, but seriously, shit is way out of my hands on this one. I am beyond upset. And you real ones know I would never cancel if I absolutely didn't have to. For this, I am sorry. Okay, so far, classic Kid. But this is where things really accelerate into...
This is where I agree with him a little bit, but also not entirely for the right reasons, I think.
Yeah, okay. Okay. P.S. God bless our military. Sorry, I can't. Especially those who lost their lives today in Afghanistan. I am way more upset about that than some stupid virus and missing a couple shows. My heart bleeds for them and their loved ones. I hope we bomb the shit out of those fucks. I hope we bomb the shit out of I hope we bomb the shit out of those fucks and send a clear message, but I'm worried Biden is too much of a woke pussy. Say a prayer for the fallen, count your blessings, and God bless America.
Okay, not the woke part, but just the pussy part.
Yeah, I mean, it's for sure.
Puss.
I can't
right now.
But I would give that a 10 out of 10 on the Kid Rock scale of how Kid Rock is this.
Yeah, it's beautifully an example of how Kid Rock it is. We never condone any of his words for sure, because he is a complete kook.
He's a complete kook. Everything he says is bad. He's definitely problematic in every single way possible. But he's such a poet.
But listen to All Summer Long once.
Listen to All Summer Long.
Maybe that'll change your mind. I don't know.
Right. I mean, he's definitely a Trump supporter, but he hasn't. Well, we're just not going to look too much into it. We've done him.
He's definitely a Trump supporter, but he has done a lot for the city of Detroit. That's all I'll say. I'm just kidding. He's really a bad person.
He's a bad person, but he just says things the right way. Okay.
He tries, but he's not really good at it.
Yeah.
He's just really backwards, man. He's quite conservative. And honestly, could one day run for governor. I imagine.
I know. Once he runs for governor, it's going to be way harder to laugh at the wacky shit he says, but it's fine.
I really am looking forward to it.
Wait. I started singing "Woo, You're My Best Friend" in my head, and then you hit that drop.
My bike was over there. It felt very right. I think we're just connected.
I think we're connected. Definitely over the internet currently.
Certainly.
Okay, and then quick little Kanye update. His new album's out. Jerry listened to the first few songs. And I happened to overhear one that I found extremely irritating. He also posed for a photo with DaBaby, who was recently called out for being extremely homophobic, and Marilyn Manson, who is literally a bad boy in the worst way.
And that we keep having updates of. And you know what? Here he is again, baby.
Here he is again, baby. And on a lighter note, him and Kim are working on things.
Oh, okay. We'll put that photo in the Slimer. I guess?
We will. We'll put the photo in the Slimer. It's like so many bad boys that in one picture we're almost contractually obligated to Podbean to do it.
You're right. You're really right.
Okay, so those are like the more fun, uplifting ones, and now there's some dark ones.
Oh yeah, fun. Great.
Should we start with Ron or R?
I guess let's start with Ron.
Let's start with Ron. Okay, so Ron Jeremy, former bad boy from a long time ago, dare I say.
Wow. I mean, definitely in pandemic time, but
yeah, definitely. You're right. It was pandemic
time. Because there were many accounts of like him on YouTube, like stalking around bars in a mask, which is like, you know,
there were definitely assault allegations at the time we did the episode, because I remember talking about some of them.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, couldn't be worse. He could face what, life in prison, which is
330 years.
Yeah, I mean, perfect amount of years.
He could outlive it. We'll see. Okay, so
honestly, I literally give him 3 years in prison max. Like, he looks like he's kind of on death's doorstep already.
Okay, let's add him to death watch.
He's on death watch, I think.
He's on death watch for sure. But how has Harvey Weinstein not died yet?
You're right. I mean, like, I don't know. Some of it was, I think, for sympathy, but like, he is running from his crimes, certainly.
Yeah.
But you're right. Why isn't he dead yet? I really thought that he was on death's doorstep. He looked very dead.
He looks really dead.
Look very gray, unless like all of this is a sham, and like I'm willing to believe that that's a sham too for sympathy. Right. I'll believe anything at this point.
Yeah, I know. You're like really on conspiracy theory watch.
I really am. Julie's on conspiracy theory watch, so watch out, baby. Me and Diane both.
Okay, so since Ron Jeremy was arrested last summer, okay, that must have been when we did the episode. He's been in jail. His bail is set at $6.6 million. So last week he was indicted on 34 charges involving 21 alleged victims, including 12 counts of rape, 6 counts of sexual battery, and a bunch of other stuff. But like what I didn't know about, 1 count of lewd acts upon a child under the age of 14 or 15.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And
That's
these
awful.
crimes took place between 96 and 2020. His most recent victim was literally in 2020.
Rough. Rough and awful. I just looked up his net worth too, just to refresh my mem. Because you said his bail and his net worth is 1 mil right now.
Wow. What did he spend
Yeah.
his money on? Legal fees?
Legal fees and like probably really ugly ottomans and stuff, you know.
Really ugly. Really leather.
Really
Like
tasteless shit.
that red leather with
Mm.
studs. You know what
Oh,
I'm
he
talking about.
loves studs.
He loves studs.
He's annoying. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Truly
So
put that man
if he's
away.
convicted, and he pled not guilty, whatever. And if convicted, he'll face 330 years in jail.
Amazing. I mean, like,
That's so many years. I mean, what are they going to do? Like, they're not going to go to trial. I guess they might. He's
still pleading. Yeah, so
these fucking men love to go to trial. They love to go to trial. They think that they're going to be vindicated. I don't know what it is. Their egos are so big. They think they're going to beat it. He has nothing. He has
nothing to lose. That's what it is. Yeah, I mean, he's just going to fight for his life at this point because, like, that I feel like that's all he's facing, which is like, ooh, whatever.
34 charges involving 21 victims. 21.
Miserable, awful. I mean, he's taking advantage of so many people. So, how can you deny that? You know, we've obviously seen people get off before, but I certainly hope this isn't a case.
Okay, so let's move on to R. Kelly, whose trial is still going on. Okay, if you want to read more about it, there's this reporter, Julia Reinstein, on BuzzFeed, who's like clearly at the trial and does reports on it every day. So, I mean, there are a lot of details that we didn't include, but if you're interested, you can go to BuzzFeed.
The most perfect website on earth.
Everyone loves BuzzFeed. Just go there. I did take the White Lotus quiz.
I've certainly not taken that. What'd you get?
I was Shane Dawson, the husband.
The son? Oh. Really?
The husband of the honeymoon.
What?
Literally the most evil person.
Now I guess I have to take it.
Are you literally taking the quiz right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm waiting for it to load. There we go.
When was the last time you took a BuzzFeed quiz, you think? I used to take them all the time.
Oh, like,
I mean,
you know what? I really wasn't I don't know. I'm not a huge quiz taker. I've maybe taken one or two in my lifetime, but like maybe 2014.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that was the heyday.
Oh, wow. I know which one you picked for the fruit.
Bloobs?
Mm-hmm. You know which one I'm picking. Your mortal enemy.
Strawberries.
Tomatoes in here. That's really weird.
Strawberries are not my mortal enemy, for the record, just so everyone knows.
They really are. I'm Rachel. I'm your wife.
You're my wife?
Yeah. Wow. We're destined to be together. Can you believe it?
You need to grow a pair.
What the fuck is my problem?
You really you got to start loving yourself, baby.
Wow. What is my deal?
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Us together makes no sense.
Because I said whale watching? This makes no sense. I don't understand.
It's probably because you said whale watching. Never say whale watching.
Never say relaxing on vacation either, baby.
I said relaxing on vacation, baby, either.
Well, what the fuck?
Or maybe I did staycation. Well, I definitely... I'm livid right now. Okay.
Listen, I think it's meant to be.
At least you're not
an abusive relationship.
We are in an abusive relationship. And it's not mutually abusive. It's one-sided and it's my fault.
You're right. And I just keep coming back for more.
I know, because you kind of like it. Don't lie.
Baby.
Okay, so this isn't our best transition.
Really?
Really not.
Oh, no. We're talking about literally R. Kelly. Wow.
The worst person in the world. One of the worst. We don't have to go into, excruciating detail about it because it's really awful. But yeah, so far there have been 3 victims who have testified. And some of the things that were brought up he apparently forced one woman to get an abortion, even though she didn't want one. Some of the things about the sex cult stuff, about him holding people against their will in his home, some of that's been discussed today. One of the women said that she was confined to her room for days and had to pee in like a gas station cup. He also would make them do humiliation porn. Like he made one woman smear shit on her face and he filmed it.
No.
And then said that they were going to have to do it again because she didn't seem like into it.
God, he's so sick.
Then this one, he apparently would make a lot of the women who were like that were like he kept in his house. He would make them write letters as collateral. This is so Nexium.
Wow.
He would make them write letters as collateral that filled with like falsehoods, like them being like, I stole money from R. Kelly, or like accusing family members of assault, even if that didn't happen, like saying that, you know, someone in their family molested them or something like that, so that he could use that as collateral in case someone decided they wanted to come forward.
Disgusting.
So that is very,
I mean,
it is a cult. It's a fucking
like
cult.
Yeah. And I think we were speculating on like why they were married again, or like last week or something. Was it this week that someone had testified that they got married because she was pregnant as a cover up? Or like, so they had bribed someone to get the ID so they could get married, but it was basically a cover up because Aaliyah was pregnant. Right. And
that was
obviously
definitely,
it would have been
that was definitely part of the story.
Ugh. All of it.
Yeah, pretty bleak. So there's obviously a lot more horrible details if you are interested in reading about it. I assume there's just going to be weeks of this trial. I mean, I don't know exactly how many victims are going to be coming forward in the trial, but yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's
and
so
apparently
much.
One of the women, this I didn't even think about, but when Surviving R. Kelly came out, there were women at his house.
Yeah, still, right?
Yeah, still. And I guess, right, because there was that whole storyline about a mother trying to get her kid out. But even when it was airing, it was on, and he would be like, you know, obviously everyone knew about it. He was extremely paranoid about them seeing the show and stuff.
Yeah, obviously.
As if they weren't the ones who knew them, like.
I mean, it is so wild that someone like this really thought and also did have so much power over these people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously sick, but like that he constructed this whole thing. I mean, thank God for, I mean, not God, but like thank shit for fucking the internet and literal ways of people getting out and like spreading information, because I just don't know. I don't, you know, and he just keeps turning around and truly saying that these women are doing all of this for clout. It is so sick. These women were children.
Literal
in most cases. Also, in like at least 90% of the cases, I feel.
Even if they wanted to have their names on record, they would still be not doing it for clout. But many of the women, I don't know, at least two of the women who have testified so far are not even their name. They're just Jane Doe.
Literally, how on earth could they be using you?
It's beyond.
There is just no way.
Yeah.
It's not an argument.
No. You know, I mean, I'm sure he kind of handpicked his entourage for people who would look the other way or watch. I mean, that's not the right way to put it.
I mean, yeah, most and some of those people had to have been complicit in some way.
Right.
I mean, there's just no way anyone should work for someone like that. You know, unless anything, but like, I don't know why they continue to do it unless they're a pervert, B, you know, are also trying
being
to
victimized,
be blackmailed. Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how else, but like, I guess they're getting, what's it called again?
Deals. They're getting like immunity and stuff. Not all of them, but yeah.
It is so sick.
I think some of them
needs to come out.
Some of them are probably going to be charged.
Well, fucking fine.
I mean, I don't.
So
As
sick.
long as R. Kelly gets charged, charge everyone around him. I don't give a fuck. Unless they were a victim.
It's just, the profit of all of that. And like on top of it, he was just profiting off young women
I know,
and
the entire time.
imprisoning them. It's so sick.
The entire time.
Huge, truly rotten hell.
Truly rotten hell.
Yeah.
I hate him. Yeah. Go Julia Reinstein on BuzzFeed. You can see it all, and it's bad.
Yeah. I mean, like even relaying details like on a podcast has to be triggering. It's just like, you obviously come here for a little bit of comedy and not entirely to hear gruesome details, because like
I know
they're gross, they're sad, they're really bad.
I know. I'm always debating like how I don't want to sugarcoat, because we're making jokes about things. I don't want to like sugarcoat it and not talk about the type of things that are coming out in the trial. Not like we're a news source or anything like that, but it just
certainly not.
We'll put the disclaimer in front.
Oh yeah. We've always.
This is a real.
Baby.
Well, this is a real disclaimer, Rama.
It is a huge disclaimer, because he's done some really bad shit, and he's gone under the radar for a very long time, even though he's been hiding in plain sight. I'm also going to look up his net worth, because
I bet it's low now.
I want to see how long he can fight this shit, because he is not letting up at all.
No.
Okay.
Such a narcissist.
Net worth -2 million. Oh right, he was having trouble selling his music.
Wow, -2 million.
Yeah.
I mean, that feels right. That feels right.
I'm glad that he's having a hard time selling his library.
Yeah, same.
So, whoopsie doodle. Shouldn't have been such an absolute creep.
Shouldn't have been one of the worst creeps ever. Huge creep.
Yeah. Huge creep.
Like,
huge creep.
In Hall of Fame creep. One of the worst.
One of the worst.
So, absolutely screw that individual. And that's sort of all of the update rando crandos we have right now.
Yeah, I mean a bit of a chunk, but there have been some.
Yeah,
I mean,
Gavin Rossdale is
is
dating a 26-year-old. So huge
also named Gwen.
Also named Gwen. I'm just a girl, so yeah, that's.
So congratulations to them. I really hope it works out.
Them.
Beautiful relationship, but like Gwen's also dated. Isn't she conservative now? Very weird.
Because she's with Blake.
That's what I keep hearing.
Because she's with Blake a doodle do.
She's with Blake a doodle do, and she's like a little repubbies.
Yeah, I mean,
she's a wife-a-roni. She's Blake a doodle ding dong.
I mean, when you become a wife-a-roni to Blake a doodle ding dong, you are just one step away from a Confederate flag bikini.
Oh my God, you're right. My name is Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani, and I love America.
My name is Gwen Stefani, and women for guns.
Women for guns.
Let's
Gwen
shut
Stefani
the door
sounds right.
Let's shut the door on Gwen Stefani.
Brought to you.
Oh my God!
I don't know how I did
startled
that.
the shard out of me.
I'm really sorry.
Let me think.
Imagine I chose to end the episode right now.
That would have been something else.
Has Gwen Stefani met Mark McGrath? Obviously.
Yeah.
How could they not?
They definitely met.
They're probably on a weird email chain together now, because they seem like Orange County people, actually.
Oh.
I
mean, and Mark
somewhere else.
Mark definitely knows Blake a doodle do.
Oh yeah, huge friends, love each other.
Remember when he had gout?
No, Mark
Blake a doodle do.
No, I don't. I guess we'll put his gout in the Slimer or something,
Absolutely,
or maybe his gout update.
Yeah, we'll definitely put a Blake a doodle do gout update in the Sliderama, because you've earned it. In the Shelton, the She Shelton
Slimerama on Instagram. The She Shelton. Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
That's what we should call it.
That's Gwen Stefani. I'm sorry, but it's true.
She's just a girl.
She is just a wife-a-roni these days. No, she has so much to live for. She's amazing. But not if she likes guns.
Okay. But not if she... Do you think she owns guns? Does Gwen Stefani own guns? Please email Diane.
I mean, Blake a doodle do owns at least 4.
At least 4.
At least 4.
What do you think their net worth is?
Joint? I bet they have
Joint?
like 400 million together.
So she has 150 mil.
150.
And he has.
Oh my God. If I'm right, I'll fucking die. In a good way.
A good one.
What did I say? 400 million? 500 million?
Oh, his is only 100. So,
so
donk,
250
donk,
million.
donk.
250 together. That's a lot of money, honey.
It is a lot of money, baby. Give us some money.
Do you have any good boys? Yeah, definitely Blake and Gwen produce our podcast. You are our favorite celebrity couple. You know, don't let anything we just said. We love you. We love your gout.
Despite anything we said about conservatives,
yeah,
we love taking your money. We love more.
We love Blake a Doodle Doo and She Shelton more than anyone.
She Shelton. I have to pee before Good Boys.
Yeah, pee.
I think I had one. Oh yeah. That guy that eats old food is back, but he's not eating old food on YouTube.
Okay, what's his new thing? New food?
He's been doing this for a while, but he's like
Haute
back on
cuisine?
YouTube. No, he unclogs stuff. He just like unclogs dams. It's very random.
Wow, you really like him for his personality, I guess.
We love this man. Yeah. So anyway, we just watch him unclog something for like half an hour. We're like, is this not half an hour? What am I saying? Like 10 minutes. But we're like,
strange hobbies, this guy.
Is he doing good? Is he improving things? Is he just an avid lover of water and slop or something? Like, I don't know.
I don't know either. Unrelated, but related. My ears, I need to clean them out. I need to figure out the best method to get that gook out because it's really gross.
What do you mean? Like your ear holes?
Yeah, like it's waxy in that hoe.
Oh my God. Get Q-tips. Yeah. What? You don't like Q-tipping? You don't tip her?
I thought you're not supposed to shove it in there. You're supposed to do like...
I do like a roundabout.
Around, yeah. You're supposed to... Yeah, I know. Okay.
I really save it now, you know. I don't do it as often because of COVID or whatever. And like, you know what they say about like your ears, your eyes, and your nose and stuff coming through there. So I'm just like, I'm going to keep my gross wax protectors in place.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason you have it, but whatever. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on to TV talk.
TV talk.
TV talk. Amazing.
So much fucking TV this week.
I watched so much TV. I watched all of Motel Makeover on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
I watched all of Titletown High on Netflix.
No idea what that is.
Motel Makeover is like the most millennial white woman show I've ever seen, and not in a good way. It's these two Canadian women, and they're making over a motel into like a, pastel pink motel.
Oh dear. Okay.
That has like neon signs that say "Wish you were here" and like a rosé bar where they only serve rosé.
Adorable.
And a funky graphic wallpaper, and they like to thrift for some items to make it more lived in, and they painted a surfboard.
Extremely original ideas.
Yeah, all very original. Wouldn't recommend the show.
Wouldn't recommend it, but you watched the whole thing. But it was like a fun junkie watch for you.
It was the junkiest monkey I've ever seen. And then Titletown High was like Friday Night Lights, the show. It was about a football team, a high school football team that like wants to win states. Reality show. It was like Cheer, there's like dating and there's drama and there's football and then there's COVID.
COVID hit there. Okay.
COVID. One of them.
It's always fun to see.
One of them is out for a few games because he got exposed to COVID.
Oh my God. Uh-oh. I love watching it hit in all the shows now.
That's the best part of every reality show, is when COVID hits. We're about to run out of things that were shot in early 2020, though.
You're right.
Bummer.
What a weird time for television.
But Motel Makeover is one of those shows. COVID hits. I sent Julia a video of it. Maybe we'll put that video in Wilmer Sliderama of them being like, I guess coronavirus is a thing.
Oh, yeah. Remember that for all of us. Email Diane your moment.
Yeah. Email Diane your moment
of realization.
Anyway, I like Titletown High. And there's like a very like satisfying ending.
Oh. Okay.
It ends in a little bit of... Sure. So the boss, who was not the boss, wow, the coach, who was like one of the best high school football coaches in the country or whatever. At the end of it, it's found out that he was paying for high school recruits, which is illegal to the game.
Okay.
And there's this
Integrity.
like internal, so this is like a college football. I mean, this town is like one of those high school football towns. It makes no sense to me, but apparently it's a thing. And there's like a local guy who is missing an arm, and he goes by Nub Nelson. In the show, he's Nub Nelson. And he sort of runs the town's football like association for the high school. And from the beginning, there's conflict between him and the coach. And by the end, he like literally gets the coach kicked off.
Oh my God. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Children are powerful.
Yeah. And there's like moments throughout the show where you're like, it's weird that this is happening. Like one of the kids transferred to the school in Georgia because his school in California, they weren't playing football in California. So his reasoning for coming to the school was like, I wasn't allowed to play football my senior year, even though I already got a full ride to USC for football. So I moved to this random ass town in Georgia because they have such a good football program. And he was like the best high school quarterback in the country. And then because he like kind of went to the school under false pretenses, his parents had to get like legally separated so that he had a guardian that lived in the district that the school was in. It was like this whole thing.
My God.
And at the time it was like, this is weird that this is happening. But then by the end, it makes sense that like the coach had orchestrated that whole thing.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. So it was saucy by the end, but it was mostly just like a high school sports show.
All that stuff about like zoning and whatever for schools is so weird.
It's not like that in Canada.
It is too.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if it's like as strict or whatever, but I know that people would like, put addresses at different addresses and shit.
Yeah.
You have to get like you had like homeschools and stuff that were the ones for your neighborhood or whatever. And then I guess you had to apply if you wanted to go to a different high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Similar.
Yeah.
And then the other show or whatever was the Bob Ross doc.
Oh yeah. I still
Did you watch?
I haven't. We gotta watch.
Okay.
I'm waiting for C-Dog.
Yeah. You watch it and we'll talk about it next week.
Okay. All right. Is it a moshi?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Well,
It's like his family got fucked over and the company took all the money type of thing.
okay. I mean, perfect. Perfect sadness for me. I guess I'll start watercoloring.
Yeah, you might need to get through the
Watercolor
doc.
it out.
No, just kidding. But it's like his son's story. It's like it's sad.
Okay. I'll definitely
But-
watch it.
Yeah. But also interesting.
Okay. Well, also sad and interesting, 90 Day Fiance. New crop of people for The Other Way, which I don't think you even like.
I don't like The Other Way. I only like Before the 90 Days and 90 Day Fiance.
Okay. Well, okay. I guess there's but there's also Naked and Afraid of Love.
You're actually watching it.
Oh yeah. Now I love it. It's great because it combines like Naked and Afraid, where they have to survive naked and afraid.
Is it like
which
one season? Is it like a different? Is it episode by episode, or is the full season like a thing? You know what I'm trying to say?
Episode by episode.
So okay.
And
New people each episode.
Kind of like they keep revealing, I think, new people. I'm like halfway through the second episode, so I don't know. But they're all like meeting each other, so it's not like restricted to one person that got dropped in with. It's so weird though, because it's like you have to survive with this person, these people. Ooh, this is gonna be a fucking mess. It's really gonna be a mess.
But
I
everyone,
love
do
it,
you
baby.
think everyone is going to come together at one point?
Maybe, but I'm sure there's gonna be weird jealousy too.
Oh,
And
I
all
mean,
kinds
people
of,
are going
like-
to fuck each other. There's going to be betrayal.
Oh my God. Imagine like fucking in those conditions.
No, that's a UTI.
Just not horny. Would not be
That's-
horny in those conditions.
That's a giant UTI.
Yeah, huge UTI. So
Would you ever
take it from
eat
Diane.
I was watching a stand-up special and he was talking about eating a tarantula. I couldn't do that. They're too meaty.
Too meaty. I don't know. If it was like ground up and I couldn't tell, maybe.
Right. It
And
would,
like a
or like
chocolate
if it was like
something or other.
beautifully prepared. Beautifully prepared
Huh.
tarantula.
You get beautifully prepared tarantula in the middle of the plate with like a bunch of things surrounding it, just like croutons. Just croutons.
Simply croutons.
Probably not.
Delish.
Probably not.
Okay, what else? TV talk. I think that's really all of my TV talks.
Zoe doesn't like Nine Perfect Strangers. I
don't like Nine Perfect Strangers.
I definitely didn't read the book, but whatever. It's okay.
I don't like it. I think you're right about Nicole Kidman's accent, though.
Yeah, I think she's putting on. This is quite possibly the worst Russian accent I've ever heard in my life.
I hate
it. It is probably my pet peeve. Don't even try if you can't. But I mean, excluding Zoe, she can do every accent on earth.
I could do every accent.
Oh my!
That was Russian. That was really Russian.
So Russian.
I cannot do. I cannot do any accent, but I will attempt every accent.
Exactly. My name is
Zoe
Claire.
As it doesn't feel blatantly racist, then I will not touch it because I'm a good
person.
I
don't know. That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
No one should attempt accents ever, actually, especially not Russian ones. If you can't do it, especially Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman could do a Russian accent is the thing. So that's why I think you're right.
Could. And it just sounds weird. So I don't know. I think she's like not who she said she is. But again, I haven't read the book, so I don't fucking know. So if you want to ruin it for Diane, just email her.
Diane@badboypod.com. Email her 9 Perfect Strangers spoilers. Please don't. All right. Well, do you have any other lingering dingles?
Should we say happy birthday to Josh?
Okay. Happy birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday, Josh. This comes out on your birthday.
Oh, yeah. What if he doesn't listen on his birthday, though, because he's too busy eating cake and blowing out candles?
Which takes the entire
day. We'll hear about it.
I mean, blowing... Can you even blow out candles anymore? Do you have to like clap beside them? It spreads germ.
By yourself, you can blow out as many candles as you want.
That's true. Buy a cupcake, blow it out yourself. That's a Diane promise.
That's the Diane promise. That's how Diane celebrates every half birthday.
You're right. Oh, she loves celebrating her birthday 6 months before, alone.
Yes, alone.
Inviting
she gets a
absolutely
rotisserie
everyone
chicken.
on her friends list in Facebook.
Yep. She gets a rotisserie chicken and a single cupcake with a candle, and that's Diane's half birthday surprise.
That is the perfect meal, I think.
Yeah. She gets like the honey rotisserie chicken, of course. That's her special little treat.
And she gets it at the end of the day when it's like $2 off.
Oh, yeah.
That's
the
the
day
way to
before.
Go.
She has taste. She's a woman of fine taste. That's true.
We all love a pre-cooked rotisserie chicken.
Okay, so shop.badboypod.com for a shirt.
All your rotisserie chicken needs.
You can get a rotisserie chicken on there if you look hard enough. So shop.badboypod.com. We only sell the honey kind.
We only sell the honey kind.
Yeah.
No
get
garlic.
A Diane shirt.
Yeah. Diane's Virgins.
Email her, Diane@badboypod.com. Your bad boys on the block, your bad boys from childhood, your good boys, your 9 Perfect Strangers spoilers, an e-card.
Wait, what was your good boy today? I forget.
I don't have one.
Oh. It's always unperfect week.
It's always unperfect week, truly. Yeah, but you had a mosquito, so you didn't have a perfect week.
You're right. I'm very much struggling.
Yeah, I don't think I have any good boys, although it was really nice to be reunited with my squatty potty.
Oh my God. I get that.
It was like I miss my dogs. I miss Jer, but most of all, I miss my squatty potty. You know?
You're really right. It's really tough when you don't have your legs up.
You make do. You like, you do acrobatics and shit to mime a squatty potty when you don't have one. If you don't have a squatty potty, it's time. You can get them wherever squatty potties are sold, which is, I assume, everywhere. My best friend.
Love a squatty.
That's me every time I poop. Okay, so follow us. Follow us at Bad Boy Podcast. Poop in the morning and poop at night.
And then, damn, I'm full of jam. Oh no, that's not what they say. They say, bam, I'm full. Wait, what do they say?
And then, bam. And then, man,
I'm full of jam.
There we go.
I poop in the morning, I poop in the day.
I mentioned the song to a kid and they knew it.
What?
Can you believe it? Yes. I guess gobble that out.
Okay.
Protect the
children.
Protect the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, have you heard I poop? And they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay.
How do they know I poop?
You know organics, kids? Kiddo?
I'm surprised it hasn't become a TikTok song yet.
You have to bring it in.
How do I do it?
That's your task. I don't know. Maybe that'll be Diane's first video.
She'll bet do one of those. I bet the song is on there.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I poop in the morning, I poop in the day. Yeah.
It'll
okay.
Be like
anyway,
all the time she shit today. Anyway, big ideas for
every
social.
day, every day, all the time, 24 hours. Okay. That I think I said. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Oh yeah, we
subscribe.
Love it.
Whatever. Do your thing. That's it.
Do your thing. Go to our socials. Look at Wilmer Slimerama.
Look at Wilmer
Slimerama.
Huge
push. So good at marketing. Anyway, perfect week.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.